Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video tutorial is about a new sensor. It's a light sensor ISL 29003. To gain more knowledge about this sensor, let's have a look over the website, that is controleverything.com, and here search on the sensor. Now let's have a look over sensor, that's ISL 29003 light sensor with programmable gain 0 to 64K lux. Now as you can see, these are some of its features. Also you can purchase the sensor from here. You can add to cart here. I will be interfacing the light sensor ISL 29003 with a Raspberry Pi and a Python code. And for the code, go to the resource tab and here comes the Python code sample. Now you can also have the code from this site as a zip file and from github.com, and the repository there is Control Everything Community. You can download it from there. Now what we require is to have a connections of hardware along with the sensor so that we can interface the sensor along with the Python code and the Raspberry Pi. In the hardware connections section, first of all, the requirement is of our light sensor ISL 29003. Now the second part is a Raspberry Pi, as you can see on my screen, and these are the GPIO pins of the Pi. This here is an I2C shield. It's available on the website controleverything.com, and the reason we are using it to make connections with other I2C devices, and the connection should be a lot easier. Now gently place the I2C shield over the GPIO pins of the Raspberry Pi and make a connection. Now what we require to make a connection among the sensor and the shield is a connecting cable. Gently insert it over here, and while making this connection, the brown wire of the cable should be connected to the ground terminal of the sensor, and similarly we have to follow this suit. Now what we require is a micro USB cable so that we can power up our Raspberry Pi, and gently insert it over the jack, power jack. Finally we need to internet connection for the sensor and for the Raspberry Pi, and there are two ways. First of all, this is an Ethernet cable or a LAN cable, as you can see, and gently insert it over the Ethernet jack. Next, if we don't have this one, we can also use for plan B, that's a wireless nano USB adapter, which you can also use for the internet connection. So we are done with the hardware connections part. Now what we require is a code so that we can interface it with the Raspberry Pi. Now let's have a look over the interfacing of the Python code for the sensor ISL 29003, and log into github.com, and here we have to search for the repository, that is Control Everything Community, which you are able to see. Now log in here and here search for the sensor, that is ISL 29003, and here we go, and there you go. Now this is the Python code. Let's have a look over the instructions we need to follow to pursue this code. We have to download and install SMBus library on the Raspberry Pi, and this is the link which will help us to install the SMBus. Now please go through the relevant information regarding the dependencies, commands, installation, procedures and setup. Now what we require is to have a look over the code, so please do. So it's a .py extension file, as you can see on my screen, and we have in the code, first of all, imported SMBus and TIM libraries, and then we have the address of the sensor, that is 0x44. Now in the writing section we have to send commands, which goes for selecting command register having address 00, and 0x80 goes for normal operation 16-bit resolution, and this writing command is here. Next we have to select control register having address 0x01, and 0x0c comprises of gain command that goes for 64K lux. The writing command is here. After that we have a delay of 0.5 second, as you can see, and then we are reading data back from the address sensor, that is 0x04, and we are reading 2 bytes of data, as you can see, for the luminance, and then we are converting the data for the luminance according to the procedure, the data and the formulas being provided in the data sheet for ISL 29003. At the very end of our code we have the output data on the screen as ambient light luminance in the lux unit. So we have all the relevant information regarding the code. Now what do we require is to show the working of this code. So let's have it. Now to show the working of this code, what we have to do is to copy this entire code of Python and open up the terminal for the Raspberry Pi, and here create a new file ISL 29003.py, which is the extension, and paste the entire code here and then save it. And now this is the command to run the code, as you can see on my screen, and here we go. Now as you can see we have the lux the luminosity unit, and as you can see we have the ambient light luminance which is almost constant, but when I bring some object over the sensor, you can see there is a change in ambient light luminance, and rather it's decreasing when I close by the sensor and the object. Now instead of that, when I bring some light source near the sensor, you can see the increase in ambient light luminance for the lux unit, and when I move closer to the sensor, the light source, it's going on to be increasing. So this is how the sensor works along with the Python code and the Raspberry Pi. Now let's have a look over the applications and the benefits for the sensor. The ISL 29003 is an integrated light sensor with a 16-bit integrating type ADC. I2C user selectable programmable lux range select for optimized counts per lux and I2C multifunctional control and monitoring capabilities. The internal ADC provides 16-bit resolution while rejecting 50 Hz and 60 Hz flicker caused by artificial light source. It's applicable in a lot of applications such as ambient light sensing, backlight control, temperature control systems, camera light meters, lighting controls, and a lot many. Now you can purchase the sensor from the website controleverything.com, and you can have the code from the resource tab. After clicking on the resource, you can download the code as a zip file. You can also have the code from github.com and the repository there is Control Everything Community. In the end, I would just like to make it clear that any part, if you have any issues, you can have your queries on controleverything.com, and you can post your comments on community page. For articles and blogs, you can have a look over instructables.com for us, and to subscribe more video tutorials like this, you can go to our YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.